I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could take.
Hello, beauties. How's everyone? I hope everyone's doing good. Second day. Of course, this live is not going to be that long. And I know I always say that, and then we talk for hours and hours. Because I love you. Thank you, Commander. But I'm going to try to keep it short. I want to take a trip down memory lane with y'all. I told you this before. Just trying to get back into the swing of things. And I'm very happy to be here with you guys for the second day in a row. So I'm excited. This is a live that I have planned. I planned it like 3 weeks ago and I wasn't able to do it. So I'm glad that I'm able to do this tonight. And it's something that I just want to get out of the way. I want it documented. I just want to show you guys something. And I'll give you guys context in a minute. I just want to say hi to Good Gumby. Hi. If you're still in here. Hey, Erie. No, nothing came up. If anytime I schedule my live early, I always push it back. Something always goes on in my house with my boys. Cool Gamer. Hey, Carol. Commander. And thank you guys so much for being here. Hey, Sarah. So hold on one second. Let me push this closer. So, excuse me. Oh, good. It's good to see you, Gumby. Hey, Jill. So there's so many things that I want to cover. There's so many things that I want to talk about. And it's just, I get so overwhelmed because it's like I want to make sure I'm talking about everything. Just to let you guys know, I am having a members only live. This is something for my members because I want to get back to doing members only live streams as well. I'm not saying that eventually I won't make it public, just to let people know that aren't members, but I want it to be specifically for my members prior to making it public, if I make it public. And that's going to be on Monday. And you guys know that I've told you many a times, I think that justice for all is not called out enough. I think he kind of slides under the radar. And I said this, like a month ago, and I mean it. He is problematic. He is probably one of the main reasons why Megamouth is the way she is. He is an enabler. He doesn't care about anyone. He doesn't care about anyone else's feelings. And I just don't think he's a nice person. And he has showed me multiple times, even when I was um, pretty much called Megamouth out for being the liar that she is. He has showed multiple times that even though he is part of a marginalized community, he does not give a fuck. So that's going to be Monday, and I'm very excited about that, you guys. So today I want to talk about something. So you guys know about, this is only going to be for a few minutes. I want to show you guys a few things. You guys know about the live all around the world, right? That has been brought up about me as far as this was a time where myself and another one of my mods, who is still a mod, was labeled as homophobic because we didn't attack someone who made homophobic comments, even though I did tell her how I felt. We definitely, no one should ever be labeled as that. You should never call anybody that unless you have a damn good reason as to why you call them, because it's call them that because it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. You're definitely right about that, Tia. Thank you, Carol. Totally agree about Justin, Tia. Thanks, sweetie. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in there, hopefully too, Joe B. Okay, so I am going to pull this up. Hold on. Still here, you guys. Hold on. I have to find it real quick. It's not going to be like that today, but I do want to go over some stuff with you because I have a lot to say. Because I feel it's important, because I have had some people reaching out to me, a few people. Hey, break the silence. How are you, sweetie? Okay. Sorry about that, you guys, that it took me so long. So I want to play this specific live because I want for you guys to see this for yourself. There are some people who looked for themselves, and there are some people who did not. But this live, I and a friend of mine was technically labeled as transphobic because at this time, this was when Amber and Mallory were going at it. I want you guys to pay very, very close attention to the comments, okay? And then I want you guys to pay attention to, obviously, me, because I feel like it's important. Okay, I'm not gonna go and do this whole entire live, but I want to have this to look back on, okay? And I want you guys to be able to see for yourself, okay? Because I want for you guys to understand, and I'm not saying any of you guys would do this, how dangerous it is to call somebody that without any kind of proof, except for things just didn't go your way. Okay. So, hi, Smiles. I see Justin as a judgmental, and even worse for at the beginning of the Marvin, Marvin story, and $1,000 donation later, and disclosing I was on an atheist. These two dog piled me. I remember that, and I remember talking to you, Jill B. And I'm sorry that you were treated that way. Still to this day, I'm sorry you were treated that way. I have my own beliefs, and you are allowed to have your own beliefs, and I would never ever pass judgment on you because of your belief. So nobody else has the right to do that either. Okay, so let's play this live just a little bit. I had some people reach out to me, and you guys seen the title of my live stream, so I do feel that it's necessary to talk about this because well, you guys know that that's what I do. Where's my damn lip gloss? What the hell I did with that lip gloss? Anyway, I just wanted to get on here and do some commentary. So, but it's important, which is completely understandable, but in the same sense, along with everyone else that was attacking me when Megamouth was, but she chose not to. She could have attacked, oh, hey, Science Girl, it's good to see you. She could have attacked Science Girl, but she didn't. So it seems as though the Amber channel has a mind of her own, and Megamouth doesn't like that shit. She don't like people that have a mind of her own. She's only going to keep you around for a certain amount of time if you go against her or the way that she feels about something. Basically, if you don't do what she wants you to do, eventually she's going to throw you under the bus. So once I seen, because personally, I think that was a setup. House of Williams attacking the Amber channel on Megamouth's channel and, yelling at the Amber channel. And then you have Megamouth sitting there like a fucking the idiot that she is. I don't know if you guys remember when, Amber was going at it with Megamouth and Mallory, and she had went off on Amber this is when they all kind of fell out. So it was pretty much around that time. I think it was a setup behind the scenes. I think that they wanted House of Williams to attack the Amber channel. I really do. I think Megamouth was looking for a reason to attack her. Now they could have made up today. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know. And for Mallory. Okay. So, but what about Megamouth? I thought that her and Mega Mouse stopped being friends. No? From the little bit that I watched, I seen she was doing the same.
Listen,
you know, let's just stop there. Don't play the victim. That's it. I get it. You love money, okay? But damn, under, fair use commentary and listen to a little bit of this really quick. Yeah, because she's ignorant. She's ignorant. She's transphobic. She's homophobic. She's a racist. Like, she is the epitome of a bigot.
To bring into the House of Williams. Listen, holy shit, people, right? So listen, after my show, I went about my day, right? I went about my day. There was over 400 in chat when I came. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. So, I mean, we had one hell of it. Listen, we have an audience. We officially have an audience for No Laughing Matter over here. And apparently, oh God, I thought it could be a problem. I always said, you guys, as long as I'm not in the true crime ring, you rest of you true crimers still got a job. You know what I mean? Mallory, did you get my PayPal? Lisa, when did you send a PayPal? Let me go look. Is it a new PayPal or an older one? Oh, Laughing Matter. They're all, listen, holy shit, people.
Holy shit. House of Williams. One, every time I fucking listen to you, all you're talking about is money. That's all you talk about. Like, I get it. I get it. You love money. Okay? But damn. That's all you fucking talk about.
Oh my God, you had Bombshell, Rebloated, and that Amber lady. Listen, you had them tag teaming me in the most. Listen, we don't even need to go down that way. Listen,
let's just stop there. Don't play the victim. That's, to me, that's all you do. You play the fucking victim. Please don't play the victim. You're not the victim here. Regardless, I just don't look at you as a victim. Quit trying to act like you're being attacked and you're just some sweet, innocent little victim, because you're not. Just saying.
Listen, holy shit, bigots. Listen, so you had those two pulling a train on me. Then at the other end, you had Savage and you had the Jenny Jen cockroaches. Bigots. Listen, I'm not, listen, full disclosure.
Full disclosure. How many times do I have to tell you this, Mallory? How many times do I have to tell you this? You don't have any right to talk about bigots when you support one of the biggest bigots on YouTube. Okay? Please understand that, I don't understand what you don't get. And the sad part about it is, probably a year ago, you were calling this woman out for being a bigot. It's so great to me to take a trip down memory lane, because now those two are no longer friends anymore. Pay attention to the comments, guys, okay? But now all of a sudden it's changed, okay? You're just paying attention to your pockets and how full your pockets are getting. You are a disgrace to your own community. Please keep that in mind.
Sure. I'm not calling Jenny Jen a bigot. I'm just calling her a bigot, another bigot sympathizer. Okay. There's a difference, right? I don't, there's no evidence that she's really a bigot, but she loves those bigots though. They're like her best friends. Vagina G. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's got a fucking 8x10 of him sitting next on her fucking bedroom nightstand. Oh.
Here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing. I understand that you, and we'll get, over to the Amber Channel's response, but I don't understand. Like, she says some of the most disgusting things. Okay. So please, are you guys telling me that she didn't attack Amber for her looks? Because I bet you she did.
Holy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not for nothing. Whatever. But they were running the train on me. Holy shit. We even got to give Little Diamond Cutter we got to give her credit too. She threw her hat in the ring too. She ran her a nice little stream. Who else? Holy shit, people.
Shut the fuck up, Mallory. Just shut up. You talk about everyone. Is there ever anyone that you pick on everyone, and it's all for the sake of content? That's all it's for. To me, half the time, when I listen to you, you make no damn sense and you contradict yourself over and over and over again.
Who else was running the streams on the, holy shit, people. You know what I was doing? I was watching a show called 1899. I got kind of sucked into it, right? I don't know if anybody else watches the show 1899 on Netflix. Listen, that's after my crime show yesterday, right? After I hit that big home run and I pleased my audience, I went about my day and was watching, I believe it's called 1899, I'm pretty sure. Hello, Justice, my little munchkin butt, my little tush. Listen, I was just telling people how we were up to like 3 a.m, the 3 crown jewels on a panel together. And I gave them, some people didn't know you had a side piece channel. So now they know. Now they know you have that clutching those pearls, that clutch those pearls channel. But I was watching that show, 1899, about that weird boat, that big ship where, listen, weird shit happens on that ship, right? And all of a sudden I had my eyes out on the field. They started contacting me and contacting me more and more and more. This is going on. These people are streaming on you. These people, oh my God, the hate, the trans bashing is out of the fucking control. The people in the side chat joining in on it. Holy shit. I'm like, listen, you guys have got to do your.
Here we go of you talking about trans bashing. Here we go. But yet it's okay for your leader to trans bash. Okay. It's okay for her to do it, but make it make sense. Make it make sense. You can't very well call out other people and be the first to talk about trans bashing, okay? But yet the person that you support and constantly defend is a trans basher. You have to pick a side, Mallory. You cannot just pick and choose when you want to talk about transphobic people when it's convenient for you, which is why I feel you're a disgrace to the trans. In my opinion, still stands till this day. Make sure you're watching the comments, people. It does not matter. You crack me up, Alco. I need you guys to pay attention to the comments because I want you guys to see, and you'll notice things on your own, but I want you guys to pay attention to what people are saying in the comment section, okay? Pay attention to that. Transgender community.
Yourselves a favor. Watch something else today, because you guys are going to drive yourself batshit crazy. Listen, nothing they say over there is new to me. Nothing new, nothing original. Bigots are as bigots are, right? By the way, this one lady came into my comment section, I think today, early this morning. I don't know who she is. Just a nobody. Just a nobody vanilla. All you do is call everybody bigots. You're the bigot. You're the bigot. And I'm like, oh God. I feel like we're in grade school. I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? But then I just want to make it clear, like I had to make it clear to this lady. Listen, people.
Because you act like you are the one who acts like you're in grade school. Okay? It's almost like everything has to be broken down to you so you can understand. You have no idea how ridiculous you look constantly talking about people making transphobic comments, but yet here you are supporting someone and making excuses for a woman who makes transphobic comments. The things that you say, the horrible things that you say, it's disgusting. And there's always some type of excuse for, oh, I have dark humor. Some things aren't funny. Talking about kids, that's not funny. The things that you joke about are not funny.
That's misinformation. More misinformation from the cockroaches. Please pay attention. Lean in this morning. I don't call everybody bigots. I would never. That's a big lie. I would never call everybody bigots. I just call those who are bigots. That's it. I'm guilty as charged. I don't run around painting everybody as bigots. If that's what you're hearing on the streets, stop following the fucking cockroaches, right? Stop drinking their fucking roachlade. I mean, Jesus Christ, honey, just sit down the fucking cup and just walk away. Holy shit, people. God. Holy shit. You called me a bigot. I didn't call Nosy a bigot. I didn't call Ashley a bigot. Listen, I just said I didn't even call that Jenny Jen a bigot. And she can't, listen, that girl would like to throw me. I'm not gonna, she would like to have somebody come from the Middle East, the fucking Taliban, right? Duct tape me from every which way to Tuesday, put me in a fucking ball of twine, and throw me off the fucking Freedom Tower, right? That's what she would love that. And she would.
Why did you specifically say the Middle East? Why'd she say the Middle East? Why's it gotta be the Middle East that would tie you up and do something to you? she's ridiculous. I'm not going to listen to this for too much longer because to me, she does not make any sense. She talks in circles. Half the things that she says does not make any fucking sense. She is a horrible person and she is a disgrace. She picks and chooses who to call bigots. And I will listen to Amber, you guys. But never mind. I just have to listen to it first before I make any kind of anything. Okay. Kelly B. Hey, Blood Money Benny Keys. How are you? Let me see here. She seems amped up all the time. What's she on? She says it's coffee, doesn't she? Because she is a racist. She might be biased. Oh my God, I can't stand PayPal. I haven't heard her come out with a true crime video about. Oh my gosh, yes, I want to talk about that. Thank you for bringing that up too, Twin Thing. I do want to talk about that. I think I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. So sad, so sad. Thank you, Bad Apple. You're so sweet. Thank you, Mrs. Good Trouble. Mallory, shut up and take. Thank you, Care Bear. Evil is evil. Amen. Thank you, guys. You guys are so sweet. I love y'all. Okay, so let's listen to a little bit more of this here. Yeah, you guys don't need to see the visual. So is the word bigot the latest YouTube word to use now? I hope so. I'm over the racist word being thrown around everyone. Well, let's just put it this way. I, as a biracial Black woman, whenever I see a racist, I'm going to call you for what I see. If you're saying bigot things, I'm going to call you a bigot. If you're saying racist things, I'm going to call you a racist. Okay. But it's not a word that I take lightly or throw around lightly. That's for sure. And I don't, I look at calling somebody a bigot as almost like a last resort. But to me, Mallory, excuse me, is a poor excuse for, the transgender community, because you have so many people, and I have friends who are transgender who are fighting, okay, every single day against discrimination, who are afraid to speak out, because they're transgender, all of those things. And then you have someone like Mallory who picks and chooses when to call someone a bigot, when to call someone a homophobic person. But yet here you are supporting one of the biggest homophobics here on YouTube. That's what I have a problem with. Oh, I know what you mean. So, yes. We're missing a substance race, and I hope she makes it tonight. Me too. And Commander Turkey, don't go blocking and erasing people's comments like part 1 months ago. You guys are silly. So I'm gonna ask you guys, what homophobia did you see in the comments? I can see you, Ari. I just laughed at your comment. This one right here. Yeah, we see you, baby girl. So I'll wait for somebody to let me know what you've seen in the comments, okay? There was none. Okay, we'll watch. I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. The comments in your chat, none, because we're awesome. You guys are awesome. There were different people in the chat, though. People that I had never seen before. Absolutely. I will stand firm on that. There were definitely people in there that I had never seen before. And as you watch the comments, you're probably going to see some disagreements, but I see that a certain someone blocked me. And when you block, you can't see her comments. I wonder why she did that. Let's continue. Ozzy, racist and bigots are not necessarily the same thing. No, they're not. Justin, Molly, and Mallory were all still are trying to do damage control to distract from their horrible behavior. I agree, Billy. Her whips are no longer than my ankles. I noticed that today. I always thought I had huge ankles for some dumb reason. Racists need to be called out, as do bigots. Tia will always call the shit out on anyone she sees doing it. Absolutely, Rianne. But I would never ever call somebody that if they're not. And I don't take those words lightly, and I don't just use them when it's convenient for me. And to me, that's what Mallory does. Because if she didn't, then she would have been outraged, just like a lot of other people, when Megamouth was calling me, transgender, all of these things in a very derogatory way. And at the end of the day, like I've said, and how I will continue to say, when I listened to Mallory, when she did commentary on her,
our lazy boy furniture knows a lot about us. Our favorite snacks,
our victories, our quiet time.
Most importantly, it always keeps us comfortable.
Lazy boy, live life comfortably.
like, what in the actual fuck? She's so evil, just like MGL and Justin. She is. And the fact that you guys, people, are okay with her disgusting humor, even towards the kids, the college kids, things like that, making fun of phone calls. Are you to get so-called disgusting? She is disgusting, you guys. I don't like people like that. Try their best to vet information accurately. None of us are perfect. Even when I cover true crime, not everyone's perfect. So you're going to make mistakes, but benefit of the doubt, especially when this type of behavior is right in front of you. Like, she's our supporter.
Don't fucking threaten me. If you want
to have no class at all. She did
table.
After this, I'm gonna cut it. Here's something that I want you guys to pay attention to, okay? So I was told to watch one of Amber's live streams where she was making very, very homophobic comments, transphobic comments towards Mallory. They were going back and forth with one another. They were both saying horrible things with one another. The topic became who's worse and why Amber should be called out and not Mallory, because we expect these kinds of things from Mallory. But with Amber, we didn't expect that from her. She should be held more accountable than Mallory, which is bullshit. And that was the biggest disagreement in the comments. So here's the thing. I went on Amber's channel and tried to find the live. Then the live stream was sent to me. The whole plan that the two of these snake ass mods of mine, ex-mods of mine, had was to specifically get me to play this live, because at this time they didn't like Amber. Okay, so they wanted me to call Amber out in a particular type of way. And at the end of the day, both of them should be held accountable for the things that they said to one another. No one gets any more leeway than the other. Even though at the end of the day, I have always liked Amber. Even though I don't like the things that she says, I've told her how I felt about the things that she says. but I've always I like her voice. I like her personality. I don't know her personally. You know what I'm saying? I don't know her. But what I will say is that I've enjoyed some of her commentary, excuse me, that she's done. But I do know that she's problematic and things like that with doxing and things like that. Completely understand. But the point is that to me personally, Mallory's worse to me. And I'll tell you why. Okay. Because Mallory is a part of the LGBTQ plus community. So therefore, she should be standing with her community and not being okay with some people saying transphobic comments, but not okay with others. That is a danger to the LGBTQ plus community. Okay. It doesn't get more dangerous than that, especially for what they're fighting for at this time. So that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion. From 702 to Japan and Texas. But at the end of the day, like I said, that was one of the biggest, dilemmas in the comment section, because a lot of people looked at it like they both need to be held accountable. Both of them, not just one, both. And some other people, a few, disagreed.
Don't you dare fucking try to tell me what to do. I'm the wrong bitch. I'm the wrong bitch. I just got a text. And let me say this. Y'all are free to go and come as y'all please. But if you came from another creator that you might be a Patreon to, she just threatened to take all of you away from me. So if you want to go ahead and go. Just know that she thinks she owns you. Just know that. She just threatened to take all of her Patreons back if I don't fix what happened with the Dizzle today. Fuck a Dizzle and fuck Mallory. Don't fucking threaten me. If your Patreons want to go, go. But just know, she thinks she owns y'all's asses. Okay? I ain't fixing shit. And you can't text my co-host shit and tell my co-host, tell Amber this and this and this and this and this. Fuck you, Molly. Fuck you.
Welcome to my world. Because the same exact thing happened with me. Just like one of my mods said yesterday, it's like deja vu watching this whole thing play out. The only difference is that people are actually listening to what Amber has to say. Okay. They're actually thinking in their head, wait a minute, this doesn't seem right. But not one person, okay, from her part, which I don't give a fuck. Stay over the fuck where you're at. I don't care. But not one person did that when it came to me. Not one person. Every single last one of y'all motherfuckers, okay, was ready and willing to press that unsubscribe button just because she said unsubscribe from her. You never took the time to, listen to my side of the story. Well, you did, but you only went by her side. You only listened to what she said. So there is a huge difference here. And it's you hear those dings in the background? Those dings were me getting pretty much the video of, because I was basically listening to the wrong video. I agree. I feel like they both need to be held accountable. Both of them. None worse than the other. You know what I'm saying? You can't just hold one person accountable, but not the other. You understand? But I get what you guys are saying. You guys know the things that I don't know very much, excuse me, about Amber. All I can say about her is that I like her voice. But I do know that she has, from what I've heard, okay, she's doxed a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And that's horrible, and it's horrible. You definitely are never going to be in the right when you're saying homophobic, transphobic things like that. You're never going to be in the right. Never. So I agree. Unfortunate that she's doing this to Amber. I'm not saying that Amber deserves this by any means. It's not fair that these bigger creators get to go around and try to use creators that are smaller than them. And as soon as that smaller creator no longer benefits them or perpetuates their narrative, what the fuck do they do? She throws them under the bus. Okay. I listened to you and glad I found you. Thank you, Science Girl. Me too. No, I know you did. I'm talking about the people who support MGL. As soon as she said what she said, not one of them took the time to do their due diligence. They all followed her as if they didn't have a brain of their own. But the point is with, I don't wish that on nobody, but it's not fair that there's so many things that these fucking tragedy pimps do wrong. It's sickening and they get away with it. But karma is a bitch. It really is. It is a bitch. And don't think that you're excluded from it.
Don't fucking threaten me. You better fix this. Bitch, please. Who the fuck do you think I am, Molly? Who the fuck do you think I am?
Robbie, where the hell have you been? Love you. I'm mad at you, but I love you.
The Dizzle is a fucking crybaby. Period. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, guys. Because also what she just did was threaten Snosberry as well. She says, I don't even know what the problem is.
Did she sign for all? That's good to know. And I understand that it takes, for people to stand back and watch it happen to countless others. And in order for them to actually see, the real person and who that person is. I get that. And I've always been the person willing to give the benefit of the doubt. But let me tell you something. It's tough because most of the people who were condoning her behavior and condoning her saying, transphobic comments, and calling me a transgender, all of these types of things and derogatory things that she was saying about me, they were right along with her saying these things. And those very same people are. Robbie, text me later on if you can. I need to get your PO box, but yeah, whenever you get a chance, I would like to talk to you. But thank you, and I love you too. Thanks for stopping by. In this position, when it comes to the Amber Channel and Megamouth, and it's not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to be a victim or anything like that. But the things that she has done and the things that she has said is way worse to me than it is to her. But yet here they are finally seeing it. But it was okay when it was being done to me. Automatically, you didn't take the time, even though you are a supporter of Megamouth, you didn't take the time. Kenzie, we would not forget you. Thanks, Robbie. We would not forget you. I remember you. Okay? And I love your cat picture. I remember seeing your name. Yes, you haven't been around for a while. I hope everything is good. And you can email me anytime. You are absolutely right, Erie. That's exactly the way it went down. God, you're so beautiful, Erie. That's pretty much how it went down. And that whole live stream was basically supposed to be more or less about Mallory than anything. And we'll talk about it after. We're almost done listening to this. To try to see things from a different perspective. Is this okay, what she has done? Absolutely not. And she's going to continue to do it. My advice is to get the fuck away from her now. Especially if you're a creator. And if you share subs with her, that's what these people who support her don't get. You are all just a dollar sign to her. You are all just something that she uses, okay, to manipulate other people. Well, I'm going to take my Patreons. I'm going to take my subs with me. As if she owns the people who support her. It's actually very twisted and disgusting to think that you own, to be honest with you, random strangers. Because at the end of the day, you don't know every single one of your supporters, and your supporters don't know you. They only know what you choose to show them. But she acts like she owns the people who support her. And the first thing she says when things don't go her way and you're no longer beneficial to her is, I'm taking my Patreons. Everybody just go unsub from her. Like she's the end all be all of motherfucking YouTube. No, you're not the end all be all. You are a fucking tragedy pimp that exploits people, and every single person that supports you. That's why she does those things, because it's getting her attention. She thinks it's cute, and people are looking at her like, oh, Molly's, it's a manipulative. Her urinating on camera is literally just another manipulation tactic to show everyone, oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm close enough with my supporters that they don't care if I pee on camera. When really, you come on camera and you can definitely be personable with your supporters, but in the same sense, not that personable. Your supporters don't need to see you peeing. That's a little bit crossing the line. Okay. Perhaps a second, you know, but it's like she purposely peed on camera. Like, what the fuck?
Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret.
Can't go? Do this to clear out stuck poop fast. Fiber helps you poop, right?
You guys are amazing. I'm behind in chat, and that was a weird commercial. Okay. Okay. And sick to hear this. This is absolutely disgusting. Oh my God, I am seeing red. I know. Okay, let's continue.
Then the veiled threat to Snoz was, all I know is you better talk to Amber. She's going to have to fix this. Otherwise, people are going to try and pick sides, and she's going to hate that. And so will you. Just starting to start a channel, they're going to hate it. I don't think it's going to work very well in your favor, Molly. I'm just saying. I don't think you are the end all be all of fucking YouTube. Over a fucking wrench. You had to get that invested over a fucking wrench on my channel.
Aren't you blocked, gamer guy? Go ahead, call the police. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't understand what he's. Sorry, you guys. We're giving my son medicine, and he's not having it right now. So I apologize. I thought I played it and it didn't play, but I'm only going to play a little bit more of this. I apologize. Supposed to be blocked. He probably is. Is he blocked? Yeah, be a good troll or get timed out. She lost 400 subs since November 12th on main channel and 100 on second channel. Damn. I see that dude everywhere. Yeah, I'm getting like, I could have sworn I blocked that person. I thought I did.
What's his name?
Thank you, Sunshine. So my text. Hold on a second. Hold on, I'm getting sent some stuff, y'all. So my text said, yep, I see it. My text said at 10:40 my time. Okay. Amber, I'd like you to fix what you've done today. I'll take my Patreons back and be done with everything. So you own people, right? They can't be over here. Your Patreons can't be over here. This has nothing to fucking do with you, Molly, at all. And how you can sit up there and act like you were a true crime child victims advocate and let that foul mouth fuck.
Wait a minute. You guys seen how I was just talking about somebody named Gamer Guy? And I was talking about how I blocked him. Didn't I just see him in here earlier? What the hell? Huh. I know I just said, hey, Gamer Guy to somebody. Didn't I? That's weird. Something's weird about that.
Fucking wildebeest of a fucking linebacker of a bitch sit there and fucking talk about these college kids getting murdered, but yet you support that? I'm calling a little bigotry. Thank you, Christy. She said, this is not okay. I said, I didn't do anything. She said, what happened? Everyone's freaking out over what happened today about some trans thing and you attacking court. First of all, I didn't attack court. I didn't attack court. I simply told court that you think it's okay for Mallory.
Okay, cool, Gamer. Okay, thank you, Commander. You saved the day. Because there's somebody named Gamer Guy that always comes into my live and he's a troll. And I just heard them saying it on this live. So I'm like, wait a minute, didn't I just see Gamer Guy? Okay, thank you for confirming. Love you. Okay, let's finish.
Free to sit there and laugh at the death of my fucking cousin. And then I told them, kindly get the fuck out.
Wait a minute. Mallory laughed at the death of her cousin. Welcome to the Glam Fam, Veronica. It's good to see you. Thank you for becoming a member, sweetie. I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. So, no, Monroe's not blocked. I see you, Monroe. We would never block you, sweetheart. Mallory said that about Amber's cousin. That is horrible. Yes, her transgender cousin was murdered. Oh, that's so sad. That is so sad. It's okay, Monroe, but we love you over here. We would not block you. What the fuck is wrong with Mallory? Like, that's what I'm talking about. So you are talking about this woman's transgender cousin who passed away, and you are a transgender woman. So why would you? That's what I'm talking about, you guys. She picks and chooses when to defend someone and when not to. And when you stand with the LGBTQ plus community, you stand with them 100%, or you don't stand with them. It's one or the other. You can't have it both ways.
I don't know who Cork is. First time I ever saw that person in my chat. So really don't give a fuck. Their input was not needed. And before I even keep going on, let me tell you something. Like I said before, you're not the end all be all of fucking YouTube. Where I came from, 400,000 subscriber channel. I don't know who you think you are to try to tell me how to run my channel.
What channel did she come from? 400,000 subscribers. That's a lot. Mallory thinks it's okay to use dark humor on these real life tragedies. It's really disgusting. I heard the video on her talking about Idaho 4. It was vomit worthy, actually. It was. It's just disgusting. It makes me sick. I seriously, I wouldn't say that I couldn't. I disliked Mallory. I didn't dislike her or like her. You know, I don't like her behavior. But after seeing her pretty much mock these beautiful young lives that are no longer fucking here, and she, oh my God, I don't like that woman. She's evil. She is just as bad as her freaking cat lady, if not worse. I have no respect for Mallory. None. Zero. She's disgusting. Oh my God, I can't stand her.
I've never been on your payroll. Not one time. You gave me 100 super chat to kick Jenny Jen Jen out, which, okay, sweet. Made my money and let her back in. Thank you, Kiki. So if you're still going to stay here, can someone please put a 1 in the chat? A 2 if you want to leave.
Did you know that some coaches are earning over $100,000 a year by hosting one 60-minute?
Just now, Willow.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's seriously about to go down. I promise you guys. I fucking promise. I want all the smoke. Let me get the proof I need. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I'll tell you guys about it if I get it. Okay? So I'm going to listen to a little bit more of this. Pay attention to the comment section, please. Okay? This is not the live. This is a live that I was listening to, and then another one was sent to me.
Think you were talking to. But I'm not that bitch. I don't bend because the tree blows. I don't bend for no bitch. You're welcome. Yes. And then she gets a veiled threat from her friend. She considered her friends. And Amanda, let me tell you something. A dizzle, a shizzle. Keep running your fucking mouth about me. Several people have already said, even on that raffle thing that you did, they still hadn't even got their shirts yet. Thank you, Bombshell. What she said was, oh, there's another one, my bad. All I know is you better talk to Amber. She's going to have to fix this. Otherwise, people are going to try and pick sides, and she's going to hate that. And so will you, just starting to start a channel, they're going to hate it. What I'm saying is I'm giving you advice. You start taking sides with people in the very beginning of starting a channel. You're going to regret it is what I'm saying. She didn't bring your name into it. You're the one text me first, look up. And then Snoz says, you said in your text above, she did call you and wake you up from the nap. She brought you into this, and you said on your live that one of your Patreons called you in tears. She must have told someone else because people are talking. Yeah, and me.
Willing to tell me their perspective on why they choose to support people like MGL and Bullhorn Betty. People that are willing to have So if you guys look at this comment, did you read it? Hold on, you guys. Hold on. I'm getting some information here. Hold on. Wow. Okay. I want to say something before I move on from this. You know, Goose, if I were you, I wouldn't put my name in your mouth. I'm telling you right now, okay? Don't talk about me. Don't say nothing about me. Because this has been very, very apparent, the things that are going on. And you don't want me to have to show that proof. Let's continue. A healthy discussion on why they think it's okay to support people like them. I would love to hear from somebody who, and just hear their perspective. Obviously, it would be hard, but I like having conversations like that with people who think differently than I do. Exactly. She didn't comment when other creators were attacked, so long as her numbers went up. Yeah, I hear everything y'all are saying. I hear what y'all are saying. I like Amber. I always say two things can be true. That's at play here. You can like someone and not agree with everything they do, or vice versa. I agree. I just think that to an extent, you have to be careful what you stand back and you're complicit to. Because if you stand back and you're complicit to something, then I'm going to think that you think exactly like that person. Because there has to be some boundaries and there has to be a cutoff point where you say, no, I don't agree with this. This is wrong. With anybody. And I had to do it, and it wasn't easy to do, but I still did it because I am not going to be complicit to anything, obviously, that is wrong. I'm not going to stand and support somebody if they're lying. I'm not going to stand and support somebody if they're perpetuating false narratives. I'm not going to stand and support somebody and their horrible beliefs and all of those things. I'm not going to stand with someone when they're evil. And if you, there are two types of people in this world. There are people who see evil things being done and they're complicit to it. And then there are people who stop evil things from being done, or they walk away when they see evil things being done. You have to be able to make that decision. You have to. As an adult, you should not be okay with a person going around hurting other people. Nobody should be okay with that. At what point do you say enough is enough? And I think that's something that you have to figure out. Everyone has to figure out for themselves. And then you also have to look at a perspective of being a creator. It's not always easy as a creator to choose to do the right thing, especially when you know that that other creator can do something to jeopardize your channel. But I am getting the proof as we speak, Carol, and I will be reaching out to Nonsense because I really do appreciate her for sending me the things that she has. Hold on one second. There's just like a little bit more that I'm going to play, and then we're going to wrap this part up, and I'm going to tell you guys the things that I have to say. But I'll say it after, okay? At the end of the day, if you do something, if you stand by and watch horrible things and evil being done, you're complicit to it. The wrench is because at that time, that's when I was friends with Goose. And I looked at it like, okay, well, Goose looks at him as a good friend. She always praised him. So that's why I modded him. But as soon as I unmodded Goose, of course I'm unmodding him. What's the point of keeping him as a mod? But it definitely, I think, were one of the reasons why he was going around saying horrible things about me and still does. I don't get the reason these people go nuts over a wrench. Oh, I agree, Peg. Some of you guys can't see the comments, and I apologize for that. I wish I could make it bigger. Can I make it bigger? Probably not. I don't think that makes it bigger. Does it? I don't know. But here's the thing. If you read the comments and you see what's being said in these comments right now, every single person that they are bashing in the comments, Amber, Bombshell, they are now friends with. Okay? They were friends with. First, it was Bombshell. They were all about her. But as you can see on here, they couldn't stand her. Then they get done with Bombshell. And now you see the light with Amber. You opened your eyes. You're a fucking opportunist. Okay? Deal with it. Just read the comments, you guys. And that's the problem here. That's the problem. And I want to tell you guys, thank you to the people who are not sheep. Thank you to the people who looked for themselves. They didn't sit there and listen to the bullshit that she was spewing. You followed your own brain. And I'm not just talking about Anne. I'm talking about Molly Golightly. All of them. Thank you for using your own brain. Okay? I appreciate that from you guys because it rarely happens here on YouTube. People go wherever the fuck they're sheep. One day they don't like this person, okay? The next day they like this person. They go wherever it benefits them, no matter what this person is like. Because it doesn't matter who I say, oh, I'm cool with, I'm cordial with. If I don't agree with what you do, if I don't agree with what you say, I'm not standing by you. I'm not standing next to you. Period. Regardless of how I like you or if I don't like you, whatever the situation is, if you're saying horrible things that I stand for, because I'm going to tell you right now, as being Black, Afro-Indigenous, whatever you want to say, being oppressed, that is what's happening to the LGBTQ plus community right now. And I can't stand next to someone who can just spew homophobic comments, and I never will. Now, people can change. I get it. People can change, but you have to see that change. They can't change in a day. Change takes time. Amber's cousin was murdered, and they think it was because they were trans. And Mallory came for the cousin. I think that's what started the fire, and that's horrible. That Mallory would do something like that to come for her cousin like that. Like, that's horrible.
Well, Jenny, you were just in the chat of Mallory this morning while she was talking about the college girls being murdered in Idaho, right? Laughing, kikiing it up. I'm a mother. None of that shit was funny. Thank you, Break the Silence, for becoming a member. And anybody else that comes in here and I see and know that you were in there, I'll tell you to unsubscribe too. I'm sorry you have COVID, but there's no reason to laugh at the murder of some college kids who were just trying to go to school, get their education, and be something in this fucking world. And you were supporting Mallory with her dark ass humor, as she wants to call it. So please exit and hit the unsubscribe. Period. With the Pennsylvania lawyer, because I know jurisdiction. You know why? Because I've been in lawsuits that I fucking won before. Okay? Don't fuck with me, Molly. I'll be the last one you ever want to do that to. Yep, there you go. There you go. That's how she treats her friends, y'all. There it is. Snoz, do you want to come up? Come on up, Snoz. And that's why I said I was never her friend. I was never her friend. I never considered her a friend, ever. People kind of lumped us together and they were like, oh, you know, Amber's doing this and Amber's doing that. And also, let me make this clear. I still have the fucking text where you said I could stream anything from your fucking channel. So try to strike me. Try it. Because when you do, I will fucking sue you. Because I have it in text where you said just simply hashtag Molly Go Lightly. What's going on?
You just get my text message.
No.
I'm a bigot now too, apparently.
Oh, wow. I don't like bigots and giving people my text messages. I think you and I are done. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm a bigot now too.
So now
you know, like she choose that fucking bitch over me anyway, so does it really matter?
About you are bringing you attention. When you talk about other creators, you're bringing them attention, and you are supposed to be the bigger creator here. So that's the only reason why she wouldn't talk about Amber, because she wouldn't want it to benefit Amber. And I don't think people necessarily stay around for Molly. They stay around with that crowd, creators and subs, because that's where they got comfortable on YouTube. Maybe. But you should never get too comfortable on YouTube. Let's put it that way. Especially when it comes to creators like them. Mega mouth.
Fuck you, Molly. Seriously, fuck you. That's fucked up.
There's Molly. Go Lightly.
Yep.
There she is. That's how you treat somebody? Thank you, Queen.
That's fucked up. Never again. Never fucking again. And I hope Jizzle fucks her over.
Oh, she
I
will.
hope she does. I hope she fucking does.
She will. She will.
It's all right. She'll get hers. All right.
Obviously, you guys don't know. Sadistic spawn from hell. Okay? And that's exactly what Molly loves.
When people show y'all who they are, believe them the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
In a lot of ways, this is kind of this is starting to piss me off. ASAP, make sure that when you share a link, make sure that you ask me first, because once you do that, then other people want to do that. But this is Rianne's channel, Through the Looking Glass. You guys go over and subscribe to her. She talks about but I think this live speaks for itself. Okay. All of the bullshit that's been spewed, I've stayed quiet because I really don't give a shit. But I want this documented. I want this documented.
You want one documented?
I want it documented, all the stuff that that has been spewed, basically. About me. People that have said stuff about me. I want this documented. Very, very interesting things. And she has definitely done commentary about a lot of this too. Ain't no way. Girl, wipe them tears, right? Does anyone know why they had a falling out with A Dizzle? She was just, I don't even know who that is. Who is she? The name sounds familiar. It's no excuse, but I get the sense that often Justin feels stuck. And in my opinion, we should always stand for our convictions. But I think he foresee the nosedive of all his hard work if he speaks up. Well, sometimes you got to bite the bullet. If any of them did any dirty work for Molly, she will throw them under the bus. She will. She will. Can you guys imagine how much she has on Justin? Can you imagine how many, like, how much? Can you imagine how much stuff Justin has done for Molly on her behalf? And if they like, it's, I don't know. Obviously, it's going to happen one day, but it's going to take something big for something like that to happen. And I know there. Jay Frall, you're next. You need to be called out. You're just as much as a slimy snake as all the rest of them. There's a lot of people who have faith in Justin, and there are a lot of people who seriously give him the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, Justin is a nice person. Eventually, he's not a nice person, you guys. He's not. I don't think he is. He has stood by this woman through it all, through all her homophobic comments, her racist comments. He's just not a good person, and he never will be. I know people like to think he is, and I thought he was too. But I don't think that there is nothing nice about Justin. I don't. I think he is a horrible person. Maybe deep down there's something, you know, something good in him, but I don't see that when I look at him. I see that he is a horrible human being. To stand next to someone like Megamouth, I no longer can give someone like him the benefit of the doubt. Even he was going around saying transphobic things and, you know, calling me RuPaul and all of those things right along with Megamouth. Even though he knew that they were derogatory and she was saying these things to insult me, he didn't care. To me, he's no better than her. He's just a little bit more sneakier about it than she is. He has his channel, Diamond Clutchers or Pearl Clutchers or whatever the fuck that channel is. And he has let awful things be said on that channel about me and so many others. He's not a good guy. He's just not. I can never look at him the same, no matter how hard I try. You guys are all spot on. I agree. I want people to start covering him more. You're right. Because if and do giveaways, when you hear different sides of the story, it gives you that ability to think critically. And it also gives you that ability to be able to see go, because it didn't happen to you. But I hope to God, Colleen, that it doesn't happen to you. And let me tell you something else. I talk about a lot of things on my channel because my views, believe it or not, has went down since I've been talking about Molly. But I will talk about her anytime I want to. Do you think I give a flying shit what you think and how you think I should be talking about her? Okay? And don't tell people which route to take. People can take whatever route that they want to, because people don't deserve to be treated the way that she treats them. Okay? I hope we're clear on that. Speaking up about her, all they do is talk about her, and she's beautiful. And no, sorry, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
That's not a man. That's a little boy in my eyes.
And don't listen. Just because you yell "fuck bombshell, bitch," that don't make you a fucking thug, homeboy.
Nope.
It don't make you a thug. Trust me, I've hung out with the thugs.
So who was the dude?
It's her husband.
Y'all need to tell him pull up on me. I'll blast his ass.
That's what my fiance said. He's like, oh hell no. He said that's between girls. You don't ever get him immediately and said no. But
the hard part, Justin did say he was fine with Salisbury on his live. He only addressed Amber. That's kind of hard. Here's the thing. Again, where have you guys been? Of course, he is going to be okay with this. He's okay with anything that MGL does. Okay. That woman can go out and murder somebody, and he would be doing whatever he could to try to cover it up. Okay. He's always okay with it, with everything she does. He perpetuates everything that she does. Okay. Because he knows damn well if he doesn't, you know, if he actually has a mind of his own and says something like, I'm not in this because I actually like Amber, what do you think is going to happen to him? Oh, okay. Ada's husband. Okay. Well, then that's my bad. I thought it was her husband. So I apologize for that. So I'm correcting myself. That wasn't Mega Mouth's husband. It was A Jizzle's husband. Either way, he shouldn't have got involved either. Period. Second there. Exactly. So basically, I didn't hear her making any type of transphobic comments about Mallory. And I could have sworn you guys were saying that she did, unless it just wasn't in that specific video. But I'm just going to say what I think everyone else has been saying, which is he looks past all her wrongdoings. He doesn't care if they hurt people. No, he doesn't. As long as he's not getting hurt, he doesn't care. But the one thing that I am
fuck off, right? I didn't know these people. You don't know these people, right? They're not your kinfolk. Listen, but they could be yours. They're not mine, right? So fuck. You don't know these people, right? They're not.
Sorry, guys. So because we don't know these people, just like me covering the Shanquilla Robinson case, obviously I don't know her personally, but there are so many times that I could have been in the exact same position as Shanquilla. So it hits close to home. You know, it's hurtful. It's hurtful even obviously about these children. Well, they're not children, but these college kids just. Okay, so this is where, and if I had known exactly where where this started, I would have, fast forwarded a little bit. This is when all of the kind of the debate started. Okay, so here's what one person said. Personally, I have nothing against transgender women or men. I have something against Mallory because she is a liar and a fraud. She uses the trans community to get a leg up in her life. Mallory has hate towards women. She is upset with us. We are breeders. There is nothing funny about dead young people. And so on and so on. So I think this is pretty much where the debate started. So if you can, hopefully you guys can read them a little bit. But this is the part that I want you guys to see. So I'm sure you guys see this comment right here. It says you can bash a person without attacking her identity and offending a whole community of people. So this is pretty much when it started, basically. And here's the thing. That's true. I don't agree with attacking anybody, but both should be held accountable. How hard is that to understand? I guess for some people, they just don't have enough intelligence to think on that level.
Cold in here? The heat on? What?
I can hear you. No, I don't have the heat on because it's.
You know what you're saying, Carly?
We know.
Val messaged me and said, "Who is Val?"
Oh, did she? Ooh. Uh-oh.
Who's Val?
Hold on. Hold on. I did want to, reiterate what I was saying last night to let you know that I do mean every fucking word of it. and I don't take anything back about Mallory whatsoever. I don't care who got upset by it. It is what it is. So just to let you know, I don't take it back anything that I said. Matter of fact, I kind of want to play it again for those that missed it.
Now, as you can see, it says right here, Lisa Simpson says, bingo, here we go. So this was the pretty much the live that they wanted me to do commentary on, and it was sent to me. Mind you, look at the title of this live stream. This was about Molly Golightly and Mallory. Of course, Amber came up because Molly Golightly did the same to Amber at this time, which she did to me. But regardless, this was a plan, okay? And because the plan didn't go their way, I don't play that shit, okay? I don't play that shit. You're not going to make a plan without including me, because at the end of the day, all you had to do was say, talk to me behind the scenes and say, hey, can you do a live dedicated to Amber for the things that she said, blah, 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 blah. And maybe it could have been done that way. But don't ever spring something on me in the middle of my live stream and get mad because I didn't say what you wanted me to say. Period.
Would that be okay? You went to Elton John? Oh my God. Oh, so, okay. Well, yeah. Then let's play it again. Let's play it again. Let's do this. Let me see. Where can I do it? Where can I get it from? There it is.
She's proud of it. Oh my God. I cannot believe it. Then why the fuck you friends with her now then?
Oh, what a night. Hey, oh, what a night. Hold on. Let's see where I was in here. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Hold on. Okay. Let's go ahead and play. Oh, you'll see why I responded the way that I did. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Okay. Let's get the likes up, guys. Get the likes up. She talks about her like in the utmost respect. And I think this is just a misunderstanding. I think
Apology? I said loud and clear. I didn't get no apology for Bombshell. Never.
that's a lie. You did. We saw it. Bombshell proved it. Shut the fuck up.
Got a goddamn apology from Bombshell, right?
No.
Bombshell said, listen, I sent it to your Instagram. I said, well, there you go. I don't go to my Instagram. I don't even have it in my phone. I don't fart around with Instagram. That's why.
Sounds like a personal problem to me. If you have an Instagram, and just because you don't log in, there you go. I agree. Doesn't mean that Bombshell didn't send it. Period. I hardly ever go on Instagram. If you get a message back from me on Instagram, it's only because I was bored that day. Let me tell you that. Because I'm bored that day. Exactly. Mallory, stop.
Well, I would have never have gotten your Instagram. And I've told my people, I was so uninterested in her apology that I never, even after knowing it, I didn't go check it because I didn't give a shit about her apology, right? So listen, she was so butthurt because she wanted that apology out there so badly, right? She eventually shared the apology herself on her community post, right?
Okay, which means what? She apologized. Which means what? Silicone from the neighbor next door that you had to cut out. Which means what? She did. Fucking apologize. Mal. Exactly. PayPal Mal.
Hey, Aesop, it's good to see you. Welcome. And thank you so much, Dobie. I appreciate that. It says, I know you're not a puppet and don't do others' dirty work. You do you, sincere and real. Thank you so much, Dobie. I appreciate you. That means so much to me. Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
She did. Did she not? Facts. And while you're at it, your bangs are crooked, bitch.
Hey, here's my apology. Fuck off. Who cares, right? You're so proud of your apology. This is the thing. Now that we're going to talk about her apology, right? Listen, I said, I'm not accepting her apology because, listen, what she did was just so incredibly horrifying. The things that she said about me were just so ludicrous and outrageous. Any apology she gave me would be insufficient. I have
any apology. Thank you, Scottish Jean, for the super sticker. Thank you. Mallory, who the fuck do you think you are? Are you God? Are you Jesus? Are you Mary Magdalene? Who the fuck are you, bitch? Still waiting. Hadn't heard that answer yet. You want to be in the women category. I'll say that. You want to know, be known as a she, a her, women. What's up, Rico? Welcome. This is what we do. We talk shit about each other. Yep. Exactly. If you say I look like a linebacker, and then I turn around and say you look like a linebacker, and you take it personal, and then want to play the trans card, oh, it's only because Amber said, I'm a trans, and I look like a linebacker. No. You're fair game, bitch. Don't go there with me. If you're built like a linebacker, and you want to be a female, I'm going to say you're built like a linebacker.
Another clue, another reason why they both need to be held accountable, because at the end of the day, saying that a woman looks like a linebacker is a transphobic comment as well. Okay? They both were wrong, not just one.
Linebacker. Okay, don't cry. Don't you dare cry. Don't get your feelings hurt. Don't you dare cry. Oh, I forgot I said over that shit.
I have no interest in her apology. I'm not no interest in it. Move on down the road.
Yes,
right?
so.
I'm not in the business of accepting apologies from bigots because bigots will reoffend.
I'm gonna say this one more fucking time. When I told you, Mallory, let me put it this way about my fucking cousin who was trans, who was taking hormones, okay? Who what? Hold on a second. Cork, since you want to be the knowledgeable one, right? Put it this way. If Mallory got in a fight with me and laid a hand on me, what do you think they would book her as? Do you think that would be a fair fight? Do you think that she would be arrested if she laid her hands on me as a female? For real. That's why she gets away with all of this. Yep, exactly. A man assaulted a female. Period. And that's for the rest of her days. Yep. That's all I got to say. Exactly. So kindly, Cork, take your knowledge somewhere else, okay? Going through the transition, you're not. Just saying. Hey, TT, just so you know, when she was murdered, which Justin confirmed that, by the way. Oh, okay, I told you that. You know what you did?
Okay. So here's the thing. I don't agree with, talking about her and referring to her as, Mallory as a man when Mallory is a woman. She identifies as a woman. She's a transgender woman. So that's, I understand what people are talking about in that example. However, it's not okay for Mallory to talk about Amber and her looks and her looking like a linebacker either. That's not okay either. And the reason why I say that is because if you can sit there and say that it's okay that Mallory's saying this stuff, then you pretty much are saying that it's okay that Megamouth said the things that she said about me. Okay. And Megamouth has never seen me in person. She doesn't know anything about me. You know what I'm saying? It's something that she just made up and pretty much talked about transgenders in a very, very derogatory way to insult me. And it's horrible. You know what I'm saying? And it's more or less her projecting. No one is excusing Mallory's behavior. You can attack someone without attacking their identity. We know Mallory is evil. Exactly. So I don't agree with referring to Mallory as anything but a woman. However, I do not agree with Mallory calling Amber a linebacker either, and saying all of these things, because at the end of the day, it's wrong both ways. It's wrong both ways. However, when you are referring to someone as a man and, you know, saying those things and they don't identify and they are a woman, that is being transphobic in a lot of ways, because that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much going against what this woman identifies as, and she identifies as a woman. So therefore, it's not okay, you know, all the way around. Amber is not the type to just randomly dox. Sure, call Mallory a piece of shit, but the personal real life shit about their family or their identity is too real life for me, for my liking personally. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a little bit, that's crossing the line. And no matter what, this is not me excusing Mallory's behavior. Like I said, we all know that she's evil. However, I don't want it to be misconstrued that I'm excusing either one of their behaviors, period. But misgendering someone, that's not right either. You know what I'm saying? And that is, if you're misgendering someone and going deep into. So where do you hear transphobic comments or homophobic comments? Do you hear that anywhere? Please let me know. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me. Where do you hear that I did not hold Amber accountable for my opinion of the transphobic slurs that she said with Mallory? I know it sucks to be eaten alive with no crumbs left, but it is what it is. And you can sit there and say that I called you a racist and I called Goose a racist and I called everybody a racist because you're teaming up with Goose now because you're pathetic. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. You called Goose a racist. Would you like me to show the messages? You see, there's nothing I don't say behind someone's back that I can't say to their motherfucking face, okay? And when you make excuses, you know, I could bring up the live where you're sitting there attacking people pretty much because you didn't want to make another Black mod of mine feel uncomfortable. Is that the best you got? To the politics of it and referring to that person as, you know, if you were to get arrested and things like that, that to me, that's just going too far. And that I get what people are trying to say about that. I'm a woman. She shamed my dang identity as well. She talks about her having make appendages. Male, yes. Anytime you, yeah, and that's wrong. You know, that's definitely crossing the line. That's when you're going too far. Because at the end of the day, it is. If that's a transphobic comment, it is. And some people may not look at it that way, but it is. However, Mallory referring to Amber as a linebacker is also a very derogatory comment. That's what I'm saying about Mallory. She picks and chooses what she wants to, when she wants to insult someone. And as far as when it comes to the LGBTQ plus community, she definitely doesn't stand by the things that she supposedly believes in, because calling Amber a linebacker is derogatory as well. It's basically saying that Amber looks like technically a man. That's what she's trying to say. So what breeders is not hate speech? I agree, ASAP. And there is no going back and forth, you guys. This is the last time I'm talking about those irrelevant people. It's ridiculous. Don't tell me what she says. Don't tell me anything, because at the end of the day, I already know what I have. Okay? You can't sit here and try to think that you can mess anything up with me with a lie when I can end you with telling the fucking truth with receipts to back it up. Okay? Do better than that. Because the fact that you can sit there and say, oh my God, she called me and Goose and this person a racist. The fact that you can say that shows how you think. Okay? Mallory baits people and then cries. Exactly. I agree. I agree, Commander. It is what the fuck it is. Okay? At the end of the day, you should have kept my name out your mouth. You have, in my opinion, something's not right. Something's not right. Okay? You still continue to talk about super chats that you've given me and blah, 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 but yet sat there and complained when MGL would do it. Do you have any idea how absolutely ridiculous you sound? It's pathetic. It's pathetic. The fact that you would go and team up with the very same people that you talked shit about is pathetic to me. You're only making yourself look bad. But no matter how much I say this, you're not going to get it. You're not. You're just not going to get it. Because to me, you are somebody who likes to go for wherever the wind blows, wherever the storyline is, wherever it is, but somehow you still keep bringing up my name. Bring it up every day if you want to, because you've been doing it all of freaking 2022. When I unmuted you, your live streams were about me. So how can you sit there and talk about the things, every single person, like, I just need you guys to take a second and think about how bad this looks. Every single person that you could not stand, you have been friends with. Every single person that you said stands against everything that you stand for, you have been friends with. Make it make sense, sweetheart. You act like you're in preschool. So do child-free communities. It's a thing and not a nice thing, but it's not a trans thing. And she's also crossing that line too. And she's crossing that line because she wants people to cross that line with her. If Mallory really cared about the rights of the LGBTQ plus community, she would not be standing next to and supporting who she's supporting. And that's just my opinion. Okay, let me. Okay, I want to show you guys something, okay? And this is on behalf of, I'm not going to say your name unless you want me to, but I'm just about to say it right now. Not your name, but I want to read this real quick. Mallory, hold on. Someone said, but Mallory did engage Amber over her cousin before this latest fallout. It's why Amber jumped. It was personal. Breeders is demeaning, and it is. It's very demeaning. Avoid hate speech. That's what I would err on the side of the hit high, not low. Okay. Amber, Mallory, and MGL are cut from the same cloth. They are just mean, nasty, spirited people. I will refer to someone as who they identify with, but I still don't get it. Sorry, I had to say it. That comment, I get how that can be a little condescending, and I know that this person did not mean it that way. I think that there is a lot of things that need to be discussed because there are still people who don't understand. But if you're willing to sit and listen, there's nothing wrong with having grace. You understand what I'm saying? So I can understand how that comment can be taken as, like, what do you mean you don't get it? But in the same sense, she said this person is still saying she's going to be respectful regardless. And if she doesn't get it, hopefully one day she can sit down with someone who has been through these experiences so they can try to get her to understand. That's what this is all about. You don't have to just publicly condemn somebody just because they're stating their opinion. I hope those thinking breeders is hate speech never go to r/child free. What? r/child free who boy? Breeders is definitely a derogatory term to say towards a woman, a biological woman. Yes, that is. Okay. That is very, very offensive. How is it that somebody can express how they feel, but I guess when it comes to someone else, it doesn't matter how the other person feels. It doesn't work that way. Everyone's feelings are valid. Okay. Two wrongs don't make a right. This eye for an eye will leave everyone blind soon enough. I can't say if someone hit an open wound that I could have hit the high mantra, even though I don't agree with what either person did. In my opinion, it was content for both. That's why they're okay with it. Two wrongs don't make a right. Some people won't ever get it, but still be respectful and move on without saying hateful words. There's really no point in insulting, trying to get your point across. Two wrongs don't make a right. I think that's what this person's trying to say. Mallory should not have brought up Amber's cousin. So here's where the dilemma was in the comments. Breeders is just rude. Breeders to me is offensive. It is. That's my opinion as well. Aren't we out of high school? I agree. It's not love speech. I think from here, this is what Aesop says. It's not love speech. I think from here, you'll just hate me. So I'm jumping out here. See, now this is what I'm talking about right here. People were being attacked by those two in the comments. It was not the people in my comments. The people in my comments, for the most part, were being very respectful. My rules as a moderator is it's 3 strikes and you're out, except for if it was something very hateful, then that person should be, blocked and deleted. But for the most part, because I definitely was reading a lot of the comments, okay, there might be 3 or 4 comments that I missed. I was reading most of them because at that time it was getting very heated. And I can tell you right now, there were not a lot. Now, there could have been some, but there was not a lot. Most of the dilemma and most of the drama was started because people were being attacked for having their own opinion. And that's what I'm against. Don't attack people for having their own opinion. Nobody would exist without so-called breeders. Exactly, Commander. Exactly. So this is the part that I wanted y'all to see, because it the narrative was perpetuated that there was so much homophobia that was going on in my comments, and I just let it happen. And I'm homophobic, and Aesop's homophobic, and that's not the case. And Aesop was being, I don't want to say she was being attacked, but she felt very uncomfortable because her opinion and the way that she felt, in my opinion, was being disregarded, which is why she left. Okay. I find breeders rude also. It is exist and ableist to I find breeders rude also. It is it is sexist and ableist to infertile women. Thank you. See, that was the dilemma in the comments. Everybody was having their own opinions. And if you can't stand 10 toes down as a mod and be okay with other people having their own opinion and other people being entitled to their own opinion, you can't be a mod for me because you are very, very immature. Okay? And you don't know how to think critically. And I don't have time for that shit. I don't want moderators like that purposely perpetuates chaos in my chat just because they wanted to get their way for me to call out somebody that they couldn't stand at the time, but now they're friends with. Make it make sense. Breeder is wait, I can't even say that. Pejorative term coined by homosexual people. It's definitely offensive to me. Like, I don't want to be called a breeder. I think that it is very sexist. And I agree. No woman should be called a breeder. That's ridiculous. It is because there's women that can't and want to be able. It's insulting and it hits the same way. Exactly. She talks big shit, becomes friends, tells them, oh, I love you, but you didn't when you was chopping them up in the back. This poor girl, I just can't. Exactly. It's pathetic to me at this time. That's why I have nothing more to say. This is as far as I'm going with this. And the only reason why is I want it documented because I have stayed very quiet because I don't care about her. But what I do care about is how you can sit there and try to label someone as a transphobic person or homophobic person simply because they don't agree with you. I don't play that shit, which is why she is not a moderator. Okay. And I'm so happy that I unmodded her when I did because I don't play. It's very simple. They say breeders is an insult, implying women who give birth to many children, saying that's basically their only worth. Exactly. That's how I look at it too. It's very sexist. It's very like, that's all women are good for. Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. That narrative was perpetuated, and she was able to perpetuate any narrative that she wanted to because I never respond. I don't watch her. I don't care about her. But it's always something that I've always wanted to go over this particular live, which is one of the reasons why that person blocked herself. Well, blocked me, whatever, because she doesn't want her comments showing up. Who's the shady one here? Because it damn sure ain't me, and it's not the people in this comment section. People are entitled to their own opinions. And just because their opinions differ from yours, you don't get to just label them as something as toxic and problematic. You can put people's lives in danger by doing that shit. Let me bring this one last thing up, and then we got to wrap it up, y'all, because again, we've been on here for a long time, but we always do because we get into these deep conversations and have so much. And this is one of the biggest things that I do want to say before I end going over this live stream too. It definitely was, I don't know why I always wanted to go over this specific live. There are so many things that I would never respond to. regarding everything that she said. But the reason why I wanted to go over this live is because there are definitely people who felt attacked. There are people who emailed me that night, the night after, saying I felt very uncomfortable. I didn't feel comfortable in your chat. All of these things just because they had an opinion. You can respectfully agree to disagree with somebody as long as they're not spewing hate. Okay, you can respectfully agree to disagree. If you don't have the capacity to do that, that's not my problem, because I'm very clear about these things when I do mod somebody. Okay. So yes, that is, you can't say that it's our choice. I think possibly a breeder is a mother who never took the time out, who never took the time out to understand. A breeder to me is someone who basically just has children, you know, as if, because at the end of the day, not all women can have children. Okay. Every woman's situation is different. Okay. There are some women that were born without a uterus. So to sit there and say that women are breeders, and there are women out there who can't have children, who want to have children, and it's a huge insult to just label women as breeders. It's wrong. It's derogatory. It's very sexist, in my opinion. I thought that was just their way of bashing born women who can't breed, because they can't. That's their form of showing us shade and bigotry. That's how I look at it too, Aesop. That's how I look at it. But see, the part that I really just wanted to show y'all is that specific part to where everyone started having disagreements, and, you know, people felt uncomfortable in my chat, including one of my mods who I care for deeply. And then she was labeled as homophobic, things like that. And I wasn't about to let that happen. When people come to my chat, I do want you to feel comfortable. As long as you are not saying horrible, hateful, awful things, I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel very comfortable to express yourself, to express your opinion. And when people are coming to me saying I couldn't say nothing, those girls were attacking me, I don't play that shit. And in my opinion, it was a plan. They had a plan and it blew up in their face. Right? Like, if you don't agree with Commander, I'm not going to attack her for it. I'm an adult and I can disagree silently to myself, because I don't want to stir up stuff, especially when I'm in a creator's chat. Exactly. And especially when you're a moderator. A moderator is supposed to calm things down, not make it worse. Okay. Fun. Thank you all for keeping it respectful in the chats. I appreciate you guys. It means a lot. Let me bring this up here, the second one. I don't have to show the visual because y'all already know what she looks like.
As people, right? We'd be staring at it all, right? Because that's who we are as people, right? You're here 1 minute and then the very next minute you're just poof, gone.
Okay, I want to read this real quick in the comments. Okay, so right here it says, let me take it up. When you resort to hate speech, it legit proves Mallory's point. She got you, right? So walk away and don't make it personal. She is a disgrace to the community. I agree. Yes, she baits them and wants them to respond, and some do every time. I'm not sure because HS didn't do anything. She was shocked what she heard. She went live and that was irrelevant. And then it says here, agree, Mrs. America. I'm respectful. All the pronoun stuff is what is crazy, in my opinion. Now, see right here, that can be taken out of context. That can be taken like, what do you mean it's crazy? You know, what you have to understand, and especially, I know that things like that can be offensive, but what you have to understand is some people don't understand. Some people are ignorant to the things that the transgender community are enduring, the things that they are going through, how they feel. You have to do research, you have to do your due diligence. It's a lot of learning, it's a lot of deconstructing, and you have to show people grace with that. You cannot just label a person a certain way just because they don't understand something. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that. I'm a mom. I can no longer have more. But before that, my relationship with my gay best friend approached me to be a surrogate, but used breeder instead. Excuse me. And that pretty much was the start of the end. Wow. Thanks for sharing that, Joby. I also feel Mallory was set up in some way too. She may have been. I'm not saying that she wasn't, but I can't get on board with Mallory. I think the things that she says and perpetuates, she should know better. It's harmful to a community that she's supposed to be a part of. But all the pronoun stuff, there is a lot of people who are not pretty much a millennial that look at pronouns like, I just don't get it. That's just them not understanding something. It doesn't mean that they're saying, oh my God, it's horrible. Or, she probably could have used a different word than crazy, but it still doesn't mean that she should be condemned for it. People need to understand how to show people grace. There has been many times that I have been around people. I've told you guys this story about a friend that I met who said, oh my gosh, your lips are so small. And I'm like, what do you mean my lips are so small? And she's like, well, most Black women have bigger lips, which is a part of Black women's our culture, but in the same sense, not every you can't generalize people like that. Not every Black person is the same, but instead I just educated her, you know what I'm saying? And let her know that's not true. Okay. Yes. Some Black women have bigger lips. It's part of our features, but some don't. And she understood and she learned, you know what I'm saying? You kind of have to show people grace, even though it may be hard sometimes. But anyway, where was I? So then this person responds to her and says, it's not crazy. It's people's identities. It's their human rights, which is true. That's what it is. It's people identifying themselves. Some people just don't understand that. That's not homophobic. That's not transphobic. That's just somebody not understanding and being pretty much ignorant to, identities and things like that. They just don't get it. And I'm sure they did not mean to offend anybody. Okay. But here's the key word here. I am respectful. That's all that matters. That's all I care about when I look at this comment. I am respectful. Because if she's respectful, then it means she's willing to learn. Okay? Yeah, I'm a mom too, but had to have a hysterectomy at 29. So yes, absolutely, Tracy. Every mother, whether you're a mother through adoption, naturally, whatever the situation is, every woman has a different situation. I've had friends in my life who was born without a uterus, can never have kids, and who have done adoption. Every woman is her own unique individual self, and not every woman has the same experiences. That's always something that you need to keep in mind, especially when it comes to transgender women.
But yet all of your items remain, right? Your cereal bowl, your Taco Bell wrapper that you were just enjoying an hour before, right? Holy shit, your dirty condom laying next to the bed if you were wearing one, right? Listen, listen, you know what I'm saying? Holy shit, right? Listen, everything is just there. Every life, all signs of life is there surrounding you. Your car is outside with your pack of cigarettes in it, right? Your extra spare pack of cigarettes and lighter, whatever's there. Everything is just right there as life was trucking along. And suddenly,
I'm sorry, let me read your comments. What happened? I'm I know. I doubt that of you. You're such a beautiful soul. Yes, Ari is absolutely amazing. You guys should get a hold of each other. Yeah, okay, I read that. He literally asked me, "Can you be the breeder for my husband?" Oh, that's what you were talking about. Wow. That is just like, why? I just don't like that word. Mind you, having a child, carrying, birthing a beautiful baby doesn't end there. Mothers still love, raise, and care and teach their children. So no, my mom is a mother, a beautiful one at that. Aw, that's sweet. My mom was absolutely amazing. So I asked if I looked like a bitch in heat with her. Love it, Joe. I would have said something similar to that. I would have been like, what the fuck? Thank you, Tracy. Yes, I understand why you would have been offended. That's hell. It's horrible. That is horrible way to ask somebody. Like, your feelings are valid and warranted. He deserved that answer. Okay, let's finish this up. Hold on one second.
Suddenly, boom, everything is there but you. You are no longer. That's so, I mean, that's what we call a mind fuck. Because what happens is your mind literally has to, we'd be staring at it all, right? Because that's who we are as people, right? You're here 1 minute and then the very next minute you're just poof gone, but yet all of your items remain, right? Your cereal bowl, your Taco Bell wrapper that you were just enjoying an hour before, right? Holy shit, your dirty condom laying next to the bed if you were wearing one, right? Listen, listen, you know what I'm saying? Holy shit, right? Listen, everything is just there. Every life, all signs of life is there surrounding you.
Okay, let me read this to you guys real quick. I want to see something here. Okay. It says, I'm going to start here because this is where, like I said, this is where it started getting very, very, a little bit heated because people didn't agree with these two ex-moderators and, they cried like little babies. Okay. So, or Karens, whatever you want to call it. She has not gone through hell for her identity. She is not transitioning. It's too much trouble. Her words. Okay. And this was to Lame, and whatever you want to call her. This was to her. And then it goes, when you resort to hate speech, it legit proves Mallory's point. She gotcha, right? So walk away and don't make it personal. She is a disgrace to the community. I read that. Hold on. Mallory was trying to bait Amber, and it worked. What it boils down to. This was too. And it says, but what Mallory said offended a whole group of people too. So why is one more offensive than the other? You see, this is what people always have a problem with. People have a problem with when you challenge their opinion. People act like you're supposed to just go along with whatever they say. And if you don't go along with whatever they say, automatically you're labeled, you're horrible, you're this, you're that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what was going on in the comments, you guys. I hope you guys get it now. It was people disagreeing with them. And because they didn't agree with them, that's when they started chaos in my chat. And I'm going to prove one last point here in a minute, because it's something that this person, ex-moderator, was very much making a big deal about. And now I know why she was making a big deal about it. So people are basically talking to and that stranger person, and basically they're saying the same thing as I did. Why is it okay for one and not the other? It's not okay. And their whole excuse behind it is because what Amber did is a crime. Well, if what Amber did is a crime, why are you friends with her now? Why are you cool with her now? It was a crime, right? She offended you. She offended a whole community. But you're friends with her. So what she did was a crime. That's not necessarily true. Okay. So basically you're saying, you're making it seem like this. Okay. And this was the narrative that you're trying to push in my fucking comment section. You're basically trying to say that Mallory can say whatever she wants to Amber, but when Amber bites back, she's going to be charged with the crime. Make it make sense. Okay. This is America. And for the majority of people, they treat you the way you treat them. That's exactly how I am. I feed off people's energy. The same energy you give me, I will match it, and my energy will probably be worse than yours if it's negative. Okay? I will eat you alive and leave no crumbs left. So tell me how that makes sense. Mallory can say whatever she wants to Amber, but Amber can't say nothing to her because it's a crime. That's what was being perpetuated in my chat. Okay. And that's ridiculous. But this is one of the comments that I love. And this is from my amazing commander. It says, I wish Mallory was different. She would have so much love and support from more people. Amen. I wish she was different too, because she would definitely have my support 100%. So the Amber channel had came into my chat, and you're going to actually hear me speaking to her in a minute. And the only reason why I think you can't see the Amber channel is because she ended up having a different channel. She has a different channel now. So that could be why. I don't know if you guys remember when she kind of took a break and she didn't have her channel anymore. That could be why. Otherwise, she may have blocked me. I have no idea. But the point is that she had came in at this time. Okay. And now people are pretty much talking to her. And it says, at the Amber channel, yes, that was explained of what Mallory did first to give the context. She was wrong, and I feel you were wrong. Just my opinion. Two wrongs never make a right. That's exactly what I was trying to say. And it says, at Amber, sadly, I heard it was awful. And then on panel with Molly, her non-responding was foul. Then someone says, at the Amber channel, I heard it. I'm sorry she did that. Did you say that, Care Bear? Were you so sorry that she did that? Okay. So then it says, oh, I read that. And then it says, at the Amber channel, you'll both go blind at this stage. This is what Stranger's saying to the Amber channel. You'll both go blind at this stage. Eye for an eye. Hit high, not low. I'm sorry for your loss. It's gross to leave it next to bed. It is lazy, just saying. I'm not sure what she's talking about. Okay. I know this is long, you guys, but I'm almost done. I promise.
Your car's outside with your pack of cigarettes in it, right? Your extra spare pack of cigarettes and lighter.
So to me, that's why I think Mallory is
enjoying an hour before, right? Holy shit, your dirty condom laying next to the bed, if you were wearing one, right? Listen, listen, you know what I'm saying? Holy shit, right? Listen, everything is just there. Every life, all signs of life is there surrounding you. Your car is outside with your pack of cigarettes in it, right? Your extra spare pack of cigarettes and lighter, whatever's there. Everything is just right there as life was trucking along. And suddenly, boom, everything is there but you. You are no longer. That's so, I mean, that's what we call a mind fuck. Because what happens is your mind literally has to up and we'd be staring at it all, right? Because that's who we are as people, right? You're here 1 minute and then the very next minute you're just poof gone, but yet all of your items remain, right? Your cereal bowl, your Taco Bell wrapper that you were just enjoying an hour before, right? Holy shit, your dirty condom laying next to the bed if you were wearing one, right? Listen, listen, you know what I'm saying? Holy shit, right? Listen, everything is just there. Every life, all signs of life is there.
What the fuck is she talking about? Commander, before I even said that shit, you took it right out of my mouth. Hey, the Amber channel. I played some of your content because I already knew Molly was going to do that to you. Even though I don't agree with it, I had to give my opinion on it. I hope you don't mind. But as far as that is concerning, I am 100% against transphobic comments, and I don't agree with them. However, I don't agree with what Mallory said to you either. You know what I'm saying? I think in a lot of ways, I just really truly feel that Mallory is a disgrace. She's worse to me. She's just a really not a good person, because at the end of the day, I just feel like she uses the LGBTQ plus community to her own benefit when it's beneficial to her. And that's not how it's supposed to be. You either stand with the LGBTQ plus community or you don't. You cannot pick and choose when you want to stand with them and when you don't. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You either stand or you don't. So to me, that's why I think Mallory is worse, because when you have somebody like that who is using those things to her advantage and pretending like this is what I stand with and this is what I don't stand with, and yeah, I'm going to stand with a bigot and a transphobic person, you know what I'm saying? Especially when she is and knows what it's like to be discriminated against, just like Justin. Those are the worst type. And I stand 10 toes down on that opinion till this day. You see, I'm a real ass bitch. I don't go back on my words, okay? You're not going to catch me up in any lies because I own my shit, okay? I'm evolving every single day, every day. I try to be a better person than I was the day before. I'm still learning, okay? I'm not claiming to be perfect. But see, that's how you don't get, excuse me, caught up in shit. You own it. And again, where do you see any type of homophobia or transphobic comments in that comment section? Did you not hear what I said to Amber? It's funny how people can just go and lie and the sheep just listen. You're trolls. Okay? Get a backbone. So here's another thing that I wanted to let you guys, okay, hold on. This is where obviously it's still heated because people don't agree with these two moderators, okay? Okay, hold on. Commander said the same thing. What the fuck is she talking about? Hold on. Okay, so here's the comment. Wait a minute. Sorry, you guys. Hold on. I'm missing something. A lot of people were telling, you know, the Amber channel condolences on her loss, and I still get my condolences for that. That's horrible, and I can't imagine what she went through. So it says here, I'll never forget Mallory making fun of a man here who had a stroke and what Mallory said about it. Vile. Yeah, that's just ridiculous at this point. Like, she says the most horrible things, but it's okay for her to do it though, right? So here's what Lisa Simpson said. I'm bowing out. I think this has gone too far for me tonight. And I want to read something else. And then it says, remember, this is what Nanya says. Remember, we all have our we all have our respectful, open, what does that say? I think she did a typo there, but we all have our respectful, open opinions, pretty much. None are attacks. Have a good night if you take off. None were attacks. It was just people having their own opinion, you guys. That's the gist of this. And even though I said that, I wanted you guys to see it for yourself, because it wasn't attacks. It was just people like, I don't agree. You cannot just sit here and hold one person accountable and not the other. They're both wrong. And even when I told Amber, you know, I don't agree with what you said, I don't agree with transphobic or homophobic comments, Amber was cordial. She's like, I understand. She said that. She's like, I completely understand, but she's not going to take it back. That's on her. You know what I'm saying? And then it says, Lisa Simpson saying to Anne, I'll stay, but I won't engage. I'm getting too upset over the internet as a queer woman. It's a bit much. Now, please tell me, can somebody tell me what is a bit much? Because someone doesn't agree with you, because someone is literally telling you that two people need to be held accountable. Why would I want a moderator like that? People were apologizing to them over and over again. Like, and I won't tolerate that shit. And literally had me saying to my chat, chastising my own chat. Like, no. Of people. That's just like someone who is secretly a white supremacist, but is a part of the Black Lives Matter movement. You guys have to look at it like that. Let's not talk about this anymore. This is not supposed to be the topic. We played a little snippet of it. Okay. It can be a topic for another time. If we talk about it, when we talk about it, whatever, people want to express their opinion and come up on panel, that's fine. But let's not get offended. Okay. Let's just keep it moving to the continuing with this topic. Okay. Let's just continue with that. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to sit here and go back and forth and argue with people, especially when that is not supposed to be the topic. The topic is not about that. The topic is about what it says in the title, okay, which is about Mega Mouth and her behavior and the things that she has done. That's what we're supposed to be talking about right now. Now, as you can see, I was trying to keep the conversation moving forward. Like, I didn't want people to be, going at it. Sorry, guys, I had to press mute for a second. Yeah, let's keep it moving and talk about something else. I didn't want anybody going at it with each other. I just wanted the conversation of, Amber to end. You know what I'm saying? Because too many people were basically saying, how could one not be held accountable from the other? And that was the big dilemma. It was two mods who didn't like other people's opinions. They couldn't take hearing people not agreeing with them. Okay. And I don't play that shit. This girl Thank you, Ari, for mentioning that too. This girl was apologizing to them over and over, asking, what did I say wrong? Please, I want to understand, but they kept ignoring her. And that's horrible. And there were people emailing me saying, like, I've never been in your chat and it's been like that before, but ever since those two have been your mods, things changed in your chat. Things changed in your chat. So there's a lot of reasons why I did what I did and unmodded them. And I'm very happy with my decision. I'm very happy that you caught me too, Tracy. I'm so happy that you're here, Snowflakes. I never want people in my chat to feel like that. You know, I've always said this is an open place for people to, we can all learn from each other, but we cannot learn from each other when we're disregarding other people's opinions just because they don't align with our own. You know what I'm saying? That was the main issue with me. And to me, I feel like it was purposely done. I even stopped playing the entire live, and guess what? They didn't like that either. But this is, what does this channel say? This is Tia Simone's channel. And I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. And I'll call out who I want, when I want, anytime I want. And I don't give a shit what anybody says. And just because you don't like the way I do it, that's not my problem. That's a you problem. So this is the last part I want you guys to see. And to, hold on, I'm reading comments. So glad you're speaking up on this. She is disgusting. Thanks to you. Yes, that's what I want to stick to. I want to stick to talking about Megamouth and who she is as a person. And even though you literally, you're sitting there in my comment section and not only making people feel bad, but then, you know, when you're announcing your departure, as I always say, I don't care who you are, this is not an airport. No need to announce your departure. Take the fuck off. You don't need to publicly announce your departure, but you publicly announced your departure to manipulate the people in my chat, to make them feel bad because they didn't agree with what you were saying. Okay. And I don't play that shit either. So let's look at this comment. But no one gets to demean one group, then call victim when they get it back on them. Fact is, Mallory demeaned women. Women have had to fight hard for their rights too. And I agree with that too. There's a lot of different opinions, different perspectives, and those two moderators didn't like it. If you can't take other people's opinions, well, you damn sure can't be a mod for me. Hold on, there's one part where I wanted, and even this person said, Lisa Simpson, this is your community. Why would you leave when you're a moderator? Okay. And if you want to leave, that's fine. If you just can't take the fact that, you know, people have a difference of opinion and it bothers you or triggers you in any way, then just step out, leave. You don't have to announce it. Announcing to me is just a manipulation tactic. But hold on, where's that comment at? And it says right here, one person had said to Anne, your opinion matters. Everyone's opinions matter. Of course. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion and everyone's opinions matter. But don't make my chat feel bad because they don't agree with your opinion. Okay? Here's somebody saying right here, says stranger, I didn't offend you, did I? I'm sorry if I did. I was just trying to point out two sides. You know, I am a supporter. People were apologizing. This is not the only person that was apologizing to them. A lot of people were very much apologizing to them and trying to, you know, make it right, you know, and saying, hey, I want to learn, just like what Erie says, you know, I seen that every single time I would look down, I would see people apologizing to them because they didn't mean to offend. But when you announce your departure, then you're making people feel bad. I'm so sorry we strayed so far off topic, Tia. That's okay. You guys are pretty still on topic. This could have been deaded. But they had no answers to give to that girl. The girl was so respectful and genuinely wanted to understand their stance. Yeah. She felt unsafe. Come the fuck on, dude. Okay. So, hold on. I'm going to do this last part here. And this is where it gets lost. It gets lost because of the community Mallory is shaming. She gets away with it every time. I left Molly because of the fact she stands behind how, so it applies to what I am going through right now, too. Thank you, Tia, for bringing it up. Stranger, I didn't offend you, did I? I'm sorry if I did. I was just trying to point out two sides. You know, I am a supporter. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. When you get on these types of topics, I don't want to get on this topic right now. That's the thing. We talked about it. I don't agree with it. People don't agree with it, but some people look at it from Mallory's perspective. Some people, either way, it's both wrong, you guys. It's both wrong on both sides. It's not okay. Let's keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, our topic is supposed to be about Megamouth. This is what we are supposed to be talking about. That's hence why I have that in the title. This is our community. But no one gets to demean one group then call victim when they get it back on them. Fact is, Mallory demeaned women. Here's another comment. Here's another one. From Lisa Simpson. Not feeling super welcome. Why? You even had Erie right here saying, please don't feel that way. Then you have assistant saying, I didn't mean to offend anyone if I did. I just don't agree with some things. But I never want to offend anyone. I love everyone and I'm always open to being educated. Do you guys see now what the fuck I'm talking about here? The way that she perpetuated that there was so much homophobia in this chat and then labeled me and my friend as being homophobic and transphobic. That's the only thing that I want to make clear here. I don't ever agree or would never be okay with that type of hate being spewed in my chat. But having a difference of opinion is not hate. And I wanted you guys to see this. I wanted to break this down to you so you guys can see it for yourself. There are some people who went back, even though they were there. I know Commander said she went back. A lot of people said they went back just to specifically watch this live because she was bashing me and another person, blocked another person that came in her chat and supported her and labeled her a homophobe. When I'm telling you, a homophobic person, it wasn't like that in my chat. And I don't play that shit. So now you guys see for yourself. And this live has always been up. Of course, she still has the live up. Damn straight, I still have the live up. Why wouldn't I? Yeah, you wanted me to take it down because it didn't benefit your asses. That's why. And people were so freaking lazy to just go look back. Women had to fight hard for their rights too. I was only able to have one. I wish I could have had more. Anyone who jokes about children that are missing, deceased is not a good person. Some of the things out of her mouth shock me. She has gotten worse. That is exactly what she is doing, just using it to her benefit. The breeder thing hurt. I was supposed to not have kids. My daughter is a miracle. I proved those doctors wrong. It upsets me to think someone would classify us as breeders. Just my opinion. Who said breeders? I don't know who said breeders or not. Okay, let's continue with Mallory here.
There, surrounding you.
I want to read this comment real quick. Nanya says, stranger, remember, people's opinions about Mallory and her behaviors aren't about you. I get what you're saying, but like you, excuse me, but like you can't convince an MGL supporter not to support. And that's very true.
Your car is outside with your pack of cigarettes in it, right? Your extra spare pack of cigarettes and lighter, whatever's there. Everything is just right there as life was trucking along. And suddenly, boom, everything is there but you. You are no longer. That's so, I mean, that's what we call a mind fuck. Because what happens is,
you're good, Aesop. That wasn't you, nor was it your fault. I'm sorry, but I blame that all on those two. I'm sorry. I have watched this comment section over and over and over again just to see if I've seen a little bit of homophobic comments, and there was none. There may have been a couple, but there really wasn't. There may have been a couple condescending ones, and according to her, some of them were blocked. She's lying. She's lying. That was not your fault at all. At all.
your mind literally has to we'd be staring at it all, right? Because that's who we are as people, right? You're here 1 minute and then the very next minute you're just poof gone, but yet all of your items remain, right? Your cereal bowl, your Taco Bell wrapper that you were just enjoying an hour before, right? Holy shit, your dirty condom laying next to the bed if you were wearing one, right?
Okay, let's take it to the next one. For two, all I'm saying is that if people are saying mean and hurtful things in the comments, which I haven't seen it, but I can't see every comment, okay? Screenshot it.
Do you see that? That's blood in the walls. That's like blood right into the wall, people. You see that dark impression? That's blood right into the walls, people. Holy shit. It shows up much better in like a noir film, right? So, I mean, holy shit, people. It's a fucking bloodbath up in the fuck house. I mean the murder house. Holy shit. Let's continue. And there was
this woman has absolutely no class at all. To sit there and be so insensitive about what happened to these, I just, okay. I'm only going to say this once, okay? And I'm not going to say this again. I don't know. I can't see the comments all the time because I am doing commentary and watching something else. If anybody is saying anything offensive, yes, it is. It's very triggering. It's very triggering. That's why I put trigger warning up here. But we are talking about something completely different. We're not even talking about this anymore. Okay. For one. For two, all I'm saying is that if people are saying mean and hurtful things in the comments, which I haven't seen it, but I can't see every comment. Okay. Screenshot it so I can see what comment people are saying that is, what are you talking about here? Can we please stop with the trans hate? If someone says identifies as trans, they are. Exactly. So So this was me having a moderator's back when she was lying the whole fucking time. There was no trans bashing. There were people who may not have understood, but there was no bashing. There was no hate. Because at the end of the day, when you're a moderator, it's very simple to click the block button if there's hate being spewed and then going on about the rest of your moderation. Okay? There was no hate. But as you can see, this person says up on the top of the screen, and I made sure that I put it up there. Can we please stop with the trans hate? Who is doing trans hate in my comments? Okay, this is the last point I want to make. It's funny how people like to make things about themselves, okay? Now, this person, okay, and that I pinned her comment, this was me in defense of her comment. This was me not saying it to her. Did I say to this person, did I say, Rianne, who's saying transphobic things in my comments? No. I was talking to my comment section. Don't make it all about you, because it's not all about you every time. You felt embarrassed because I pinned a comment and you said that I was chastising you. No, dummy. I wasn't chastising you. I was talking to the people in my chat. And you knew. You just got mad because you didn't want that comment pinned, did you? You didn't want that comment pinned because you know damn well that's not what was going on in the chat. And what that does is it calls you out. And it lets all the people see, what's she talking about? It let people know, okay? It puts you on the spot. It let people know that you're literally perpetuating hate, saying that there's nothing but hate going on. You wanted to get a rise out of me. I'm literally yelling at my chat. And I apologize to my chat for ever believing probably one of the biggest liars I've came across here on YouTube. Your plan blew up in your face. So go cry about it, Karen. All right. I know this was long. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I'm sure a lot of people, some of the people that were in here probably fell asleep, whatever. This is more for, I wanted this documented. I wanted this to be very blatant. It's something that I've wanted to do for a long time, ever since she's been making these type of accusations. I would hope that people would, go and watch the live and say, wait a minute. And a lot of people did, but a lot of people didn't. And I just wanted to put this kind of out there on blast. It's from months ago, and this person's still talking about me. That should tell you something, but it's from months ago. But I just wanted to document it. I wanted for you guys to see. And the documentation, y'all, it's not done. It's not done by a long shot, because there is too much proof that I am being sent, and I cannot wait to show you guys the things that are starting to be revealed, the things that are kind of unraveling. And I can't wait to show y'all. Like, y'all are going to be the people that I show. You guys know that I don't normally address things. I pick and choose my battles wisely. And one of the biggest reasons why I chose to do commentary on this live with y'all is because from this live, there were people being pretty much labeled as being homophobic, transphobic, and that is not what was going on in my chat. I'm literally saying to my chat, who's saying these horrible comments, blah, 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 and it was wrong of me. I wanted you guys to see for yourself. There were people apologizing to them, people trying to understand, but people are allowed to have opinions. People are allowed to say, look, I don't agree with you. I didn't agree with them either. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree. I don't agree with holding one person accountable, but not the other. And if that live was specifically, there's a way that this whole thing could have been handled. If you wanted me to call Amber out, that would have been my decision to make. And if you wanted me to do commentary on a video that Amber said, you know, horrible things, that's something that should be talked about behind the scenes, not putting me on the spot, sending me a video and saying this is the one and expecting me to do commentary, pretty much bashing her because that's what y'all wanted. And because it didn't work in your favor, you literally tried to manipulate my chat, label people in my chat, make people in my chat feel uncomfortable. Okay? You are fucking troublemakers. You're manipulators. Exactly, Ari. And that's the biggest thing. If you wanted Amber called out in a certain way and you didn't like the way that I did it, take your ass over to your own channel and call her out. And I would have been right there supporting you when I was done with my live, of course. They should not have tried to derail your chat and live. Exactly, Commander. Thank you. The chat was derailed. And one of the things that moderators also, you know, try to do is keep the chat on topic. But it was so hard to keep the chat on topic because so many people had strong opinions. People didn't like the fact that everything was just being thrown at Amber. You know, because obviously there's some people in my chat that supported Amber. There's some people that were neutral. There's some people that can't stand Amber. There are some people like Commander that can't stand either one of them. But even Commander, who can't stand either one of them, literally said blatantly, they both need to be held accountable, not just one. One is not more guiltier than the other. And just because the chat had a different opinion, they derailed my live. They manipulated people in my live. They had people apologizing to them. They never accepted any apologies, never said, hey, it's okay. I accept your apology. You try to make people feel like shit. Don't ever fucking pull that shit with my people. People who take the time out of their day to watch me. Did you really think that I would have kept your asses as mods? And then you want to derail everything by calling me after the live stream is over saying, oh, I can't believe that you put me on blast like that. Oh, well, you deserved it. You didn't want to be put on blast because you had a plan. Isn't that why you freaking made sure that you blocked yourself? You blocked yourself because you didn't want any of your comments being seen. You fucking snake. Keep my name out your mouth. You want to sit here and talk about, oh, she said I was racist. Can you do better than that? Can you do better? Like, figure out something else, okay? Quit trying to race bait your chat. Race bait your chat, you know, something you would say towards a black person. Race bait your chat. Oh, she called me racist. She called Goose racist when your ass called Goose racist. Anyway, there are some things that are about to be revealed, okay? With the palettes that I have proof on, with Molly, and I'm not going to sit on this. I'm not going to ignore this. I've been ignoring a lot of stuff. I've been really, really good. If I'm shown proof of something, I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put it out there. Okay. So I will be live tomorrow. And there's some things that I want to show y'all. I need to talk with this person though, because I need some context with it. But people need to be called out. You know, there are some shady people on these YouTube streets, like a lot of shady people. And I am the type of person that I just want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I really can hope that people can understand why a lot of creators look at people sideways, because you just don't know who you can trust. And I can honestly say that if there was one person that I could have said that I thought was a friend, I would honestly say that would have been Goose. And I am very, very I was disheartened, but now I guess I should have known all along. I think anyone who can support someone like MGL for as long as she has and continues to do, you're not any different than her. You're not any different than her. But a lot of the things that are being revealed, I want to share with you guys. So, she said, when you yelled, hello, what's wrong? Tell me what's going on, because you can't read comments and do commentary. Lemon said you were yelling at her and you embarrassed her. Well, the only reason why she was embarrassed because I wasn't talking to her. If I was talking to her, I would have said, Brienne, like, duh. I would have used your name. I would have talked to you directly. I was talking to the people in my comments. Like, who in the hell is making horrible comments and transphobic comments and things like that? If I was talking to her, she would have known it. She was embarrassed because she was put on blast. That's why she was embarrassed. She didn't want her comment to be on the screen. She didn't want people to see that she was literally trying to insinuate that everyone in my chat was being transphobic and homophobic. Okay? That's what she didn't like. I remember they were talking mad shit about Monroe. Then Monroe came up and it was Cricket City. Monroe asked, do we have a problem? They said, I revisited this live. I revisited this live 4 times at different times of the day, looking for different eyes, sincerely trying to see what they saw. I didn't really know them good then. There was nothing. Like, I'm not even joking. I have went onto that chat multiple times. Like, what, like, is there anything that I'm not seeing? Because even if there were hate comments, you delete them and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? So that's not an excuse. You can sit there and say that there were some comments being deleted, but it's not an excuse. At the end of the day, the majority of the comments were not deleted because the majority of people were just disagreeing with them. They didn't think that the only person that should be held accountable was Amber. And they just didn't like that. Let me see here. You seen that too? Boo-boo, Monroe did that. She ate them up. Monroe is a mother effing thug. I hate I missed it. I don't watch her. Who's paying it? I don't watch Anne. I don't watch her. So she said when you yelled, okay, I read that. Here it is. At Erie. No, I didn't mean about Monroe. I was referring to the unsafe grown ass woman. YouTube isn't Disney, right? This is not the Disney Channel. If you can't handle being offended, then YouTube isn't for you. She had her own channel. They should not have tried to derail. Absolutely. Off topic, but your hair is cute. Thank you so much, Aesop. I appreciate you. You're always beautiful. I think you're gorgeous. Exactly. Isn't that one of the reasons she began her own channel to begin with? Yeah. Thank you, Commander. I agree about Tia Simone's look. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Hello, Roger that, over and out. And Tia still giving her grace. Do better. It's not going to happen. See, Commander's avatar is cute. But that other one. Did Commander get another avatar? I love that avatar, though. I see that avatar, and I know that's my Commander. So, here we go. Don't be sad, hon. I'm not sad. I don't want to say I was sad, but I was disheartened because if I've definitely defended her through a lot. And there were people that I cared about that I defended her with. However, those people, the other people that came at me trying to warn me about her, I didn't like the way they came at me. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I just can't believe some of the things that I'm seeing. I can't believe it. My circle just got a lot smaller. Thanks, YouTube Streets. Exactly. My circle is small. I love the people in my circle. Y'all are amazing, and I'm very blessed. Were they sent to your channel to try to destroy it? Maybe. But see, that's not going to happen though, because I don't do what other people do. For the most part, I try to show people grace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to keep it cordial. I have not responded to her. I could have went back and forth with her and responded to every damn thing that she has said about me. And she's been talking about me for 4 months, but I've ignored her. The only thing that I wanted to address was this live stream, because I do care about people, and I care about being labeled as homophobic. And even though it doesn't matter, because they're all haters and they're never going to agree with what I say. Nothing I say is ever going to change their mind. But at the end of the day, I did this just to put this out there, just to let anyone who wants to come back and refer to this live stream and say, she's talking about this live stream, let me go check out this live stream. Well, now you can come and check out this live stream with commentary, where it's blatantly showing you that it wasn't any type of hate in the comment section. It was just people disagreeing. And if you can agree with somebody who has a problem with people disagreeing with them, then then you're where you belong. Okay. Because I know not everybody's going to agree with me. I don't want everybody to agree with me. I want people to give me a different perspective. That's what an intelligent person does. You can't learn unless you start listening to people. And there were many people that were apologizing, wanting to know what they did wrong and educate them, and they were ignored. I don't like people making other people feel bad either. I don't like that. And that was all incited by them. They wanted to incite that chaos in my chat. And I am done with that shit. When I see that shit, you are done. You are out. And I will never speak to you again. I don't like people that manipulate others. It's a very big pet peeve of mine. So we are going to end this. It's going to be a pretty good live tomorrow, you guys. I believe they wanted out before this. They said it themselves, but continued to mod. Then after this one girl did live after live, just talking lies on Tia. This is my perspective. And I agree. I don't think that they knew I was going to unmod them, but I have had people tell me that she said she didn't want to be a mod in the first place. You guys, how does that sound to you? If you didn't want to be a mod, then why were you a mod? Like, why? Why were you giving me super chats? Like, if you didn't want to give me super chats, then why did you give me super chats? Like, it's pathetic at this point. Like, how many more excuses are you going to come up with to try to villainize somebody because you think it's easy for that person to be villainized? It's sad. If you didn't want to be a mod, all you had to do was say, hey, Tia, I'm cool on being a mod. And I would have been like, okay, I hope to see you in chat. You think I care? I'm sorry, but mods can come in a dime a dozen. Okay? Just as easily as I modded you, you can be replaced. However, there are some mods that I have, okay, like the ones that are in here, I don't feel are replaceable. But I will honestly say, if you didn't want to be a mod, I would not be mad at you at all. I wouldn't. And if she didn't want to be a mod, she wouldn't have got so upset when I unmodded her. Come on, you guys, make it make sense. Okay, make it make sense. And one of the biggest signs that I take from someone is when something doesn't go their way and they hit below the belt. When someone hits below the belt and uses things that you've told them against you, specifically to hurt you, that's a huge red flag for me. And I usually will always condemn that person. Like, I will never talk to that person again because that's a dirty move. Okay. That is a person who doesn't have a heart nor soul, in my opinion, because I don't throw people's past or something that they feel or confide into me that's vulnerable. I would never hold that over their head. I would never do that unless it was absolutely necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like if they did something very, very hurtful and painful to me, but all I did was take your wrench. And when you take somebody's wrench, if you didn't want to be a mod for me, then why did you care so much when I took your wrench? Why are you still talking about me then? If you didn't care, make it make sense. So, you're welcome. But you're onto something there. Be yourself. No one was forcing them to stay. They could have left anytime. Anybody could, because I can tell you right now, there was a mod that literally wanted to bail out after that particular live because she felt so uncomfortable because these two bullies made her feel so uncomfortable. Listen, if you're talking about somebody every day and you automatically label them homophobic just because they disagree with you, you're a bully. Okay. And there were a lot of people that were emotionally manipulated in that chat, making them feel bad to a point where they're apologizing. To me, that's emotional manipulation, obviously. And there is one particular mod that literally wanted to bail out. She's like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. I feel so bad. They had a lot of people feeling bad, you guys. And I had to tell this person, don't do this, because I think she's a wonderful person. I said, don't do this. First of all, they're gone. They're gone. And second of all, don't ever let somebody chase you away from something that you like doing, or that you feel comfortable doing, or you feel comfortable in that community. Don't ever let somebody chase you away, because that's exactly what they wanted. Okay? This person did nothing but support that snake, nothing but support her from the very beginning. And then as soon as she comes into your chat one day after my live, you're going to label her homophobic, transphobic, and block her. I don't play that shit. I care about my people. She didn't want to be a mod, but Commander's always going to tell it like it is. She didn't want to be a mod, but rearranged her life to show up, but then so upset when you postpone or reschedule. You have never asked us to skip dinner or reschedule a doctor's appointment to show up for you. Never would Tia expect that, nor would Tia get mad if we can't make it. That's why there are several mods. Exactly. If you guys can't be here, you can't be here. I would say, hey, where's Aesop? Like when Aesop was in here, we're like, everybody's like, where's Aesop? We can't wait till she shows up. But I would never say, where were you? Not paying y'all to do this. Like, I just appreciate you guys being here. That's all. But if you don't want to be a mod at any time, please come to me. Let me know. Okay. Depending upon your reason. Like if your reason is, I'm not going to say I was mad at this person when she was like, I feel like I made certain people feel uncomfortable, the two snakes. And I'm like, I was kind of frustrated because I'm like, don't let people chase you away. That's exactly what they want. Don't let that happen. So that reason I would try to convince you. But if you just said, I just don't care for it. I just want to be a part of the conversation. I'd be like, okay, cool. As long as everything's cool, you're still going to be there. Fine. It's not a big deal. It's just a wrench. It's not a key to the fucking White House. Okay. Commander cracks me up all the time. All the time. Okay, I love you guys so much. We've been here like 3 hours. I appreciate every single one of you guys for hanging in there with me and listening to me kind of break this live stream down. There, even now, I will say I'm sorry for anyone who felt uncomfortable in that live stream. I'm not going to be responsible for other people's actions, but what I will say is I should have known better. You know, there are definitely many signs that I've seen that I ignored. And there are so many times that I have spoken to like so many people that didn't, hell, even Justice for All said that they were horrible. Justice for All is like, Tia has no idea what she's doing. Those girls are no good. As soon as I modded them, but nobody's going to listen to him. But I do apologize for anybody who did feel uncomfortable in that live stream, because the more I watch it, the more I can see why people would feel uncomfortable. And that's never how I want anybody to feel in my chat. So sweet dreams to you, Jill B. Thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you tomorrow. So there's going to be some tea being served tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm back. I am going to try to be as consistent as possible. And thank you guys for being supportive. And I love y'all. You guys are amazing. Remember how beautiful you are. Remember how blessed you are. And always, always give somebody a compliment, because you never know how you can change someone's entire day, make someone's entire night. Thank you, Be Yourself, for being here. All of you guys, thank you so much. It's been 3 hours. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you to my amazing mods. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Get ready, because there's a lot. It's a lot. It's a fucking lot, you guys. I don't even know where to start. So I love y'all. Deuces. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so